Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Ircha Gaming. Yesterday I got the Outer Worlds for my PS4. I know this is a Switch channel, but this game is coming to the Switch. So whatever I'm saying about the game now as a first impression will apply when it comes for the Nintendo Switch as well. So all Switch owners, you can look forward to this game. I'm sure you will after you hear how it is. I mean, my first impressions on this game is that it is really good. Really good. This is just my type of game because I am coming from being a long-term fan of Bethesda games. This is not a Bethesda game, but it definitely feels like a Bethesda game. If you told me that this game was not created by Bethesda and I didn't know any better, I wouldn't believe you. Because this is screaming Bethesda. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would also say that this is created on the same engine as Bethesda games, like Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Because the game does a lot of things that you will definitely recognize if you have ever played Skyrim or Fallout 4. Like, small details, actually. Like, when you're standing still, the camera zooms out and rotates slowly around you, just like in the Bethesda engine. And also you can like zoom in on all the items and have like a close-up look on all the things. That is very Bethesda-like. Now, this game, The Outer Worlds, is now out on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. And it is confirmed to come to the Switch. At least someone on Twitter told me that. This game is by Obsidian and published by Private Division. Well, when I first sat down with this game, you know, I'm always a little like careful when I'm playing a new game. I'm like trying to learn the controls and all of that. But I got into it pretty quickly because it controls just like you would expect it to be controlling. The interface was easy to navigate after getting used to it. Well, you start out the game with creating your character. You can customize it pretty good, I would say, fairly decent. But the character customization doesn't really matter because you're gonna wear a helmet most of the time anyway. I mean, you can choose to have the helmet off, but I have it on. Oh, how do I start to explain this game? Okay, so it is an open world RPG game where you play as a survivor of some cryo sleep thing. A bunch of people were sent out in space in a spaceship, but they were only intended to sleep for 10 years. But the ship was lost in space, so when you guys were found, you had all been sleeping in cryosleep for 70 years. So a mad scientist rescues you, but only you, because he couldn't rescue all the others. And I mean, that is something you will have to do, long story short. Anyways, he sends you down on this planet, and that is when your adventure starts. You can choose to fight in melee, like with swords and other things that you can knock your enemies down with. And there is gunplay. Oh yes. The gunplay feels just like in any Fallout game. Feels really good. The thing with this game is that it is very focused on dialogues and dialogue options, and you can choose how you want to interact with every NPC, and your choices makes a huge difference. It really matters what you choose in the dialogues. Every NPC is really good voiced. The story is just really interesting from the first start for me, and it's just like in Fallout 4. You feel kind of powerful, if you know what I mean, with all these choices thrown at you. I feel like my playthrough is gonna be unique, and every playthrough is gonna be unique. You can customize your character to any build that you see fit. You can like be a criminal who steals a lot of stuff, sneaks around, lies, persuades, bribes, all of that, if you have a high enough skill level within the dialogue skill things. And also I feel like ammo is really sparse, so I choose to do melee to save some ammo and use my ammo when it is really necessary, just like in Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, let's not mention that game. But the environment and the graphics and the place, the starter place, I'm just like 5 hours into the game, so this is really in first impression. First impressions are really good on this game so far. I am hooked. It was the last thing I did before going to sleep last night, the first thing I did in the morning today, and I'm definitely going to play this game for the rest of the day and explore it way more. So this is in no way a review, I'm just telling you that I actually like this game. I like it so much, and it feels just like a Bethesda game. Now, this is coming from someone who sees Skyrim as their favorite game in the entire world. That is the best game I've ever played. This gives me that vibe, it gives me that feeling of freedom that I seek as a player, as a gamer. It's just a massive feeling of freedom. If you want to steal something, you can do that. If you want to lie and bribe and cheat your way through the society and communities in this game, you can, if you don't get caught. So you can choose your attributes in the beginning of the game, like strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament, personality traits, and your skills. This is so interesting. There's so many skills in this game that you can level up, like melee skills, ranged skills, defense, of course, dialogue. I put a lot of points into dialogue because I love to, sweet talk every NPC into giving me the information that I need for any quest that I happen to need to know more about, or it actually feels like it is opening up some sort of side quests that I wouldn't normally get if I didn't have enough skill points into dialogue. So you can intimidate, lie, and persuade. That can also get you out of a lot of trouble if you're a good talker in this game, it feels like. So there are also tech skills, like medicinal skills, science, engineering. This game. Now, right now I'm only level 4, but I'm addicted to this game already, I just gotta say. There's also like reputation that you can collect in the game. Reputation for every faction that you meet. To begin with, you are a freelancer. You don't belong to any factions, but you can join factions from what I gather already. Plenty of side quests that are interesting. I haven't come across an uninteresting NPC so far. They're looking really good when they're talking, and they seem convincing for me. It's almost like a spacey Fallout 4. You can have companions. I have only gotten one companion so far, but I'm sure there will be plenty of them later in the game. The world and the entire setting in this game, it's really atmospheric, it sets the mood. The music is very atmospheric. But in the first city that you come to in this game, it feels like the music is very taken out of a Western movie. I can give you some tips and tricks already, and that is play on the easiest difficulty. I die constantly on the easiest difficulty already. Oh my god. So I can't imagine how the harder difficulties are gonna be like. But, that depends on you if you're up to the challenge. So the build that I am going for in my first playthrough is actually putting a lot of skills into dialogue and a little into melee, quite a bit into ranged weapons, just because I like shooting stuff, Yes, you can hack computers and read interesting things on them. I actually just hacked a computer and I am kind of figuring out a problem before any of the NPCs has told me that they have a problem, if you know what I mean. So you can sneak around and read their journals or notes in their terminals. That is also so very much like Fallout 4. And yesterday when I had a play session, I found a corpse with a note on it saying that I'm going to bury your mother down at the ocean and stuff like that. And so I was thinking, let's go down to the ocean and see if I can find this grave. And so I did. So there are plenty of hidden stories like that, just like in Bethesda games. So I'm very much looking forward to more of this game. Now, if you are unsure if you would like to give this game a go, I want to say if you ever enjoyed a recent Bethesda game, not including Fallout 76 though, because that was very different, kinda. I would recommend this game. Check it out. It has so many things taken straight out of Fallout 4. And if you have never played any of these games that I have mentioned, I'm gonna say that this game is an exploration game, which is in first-person mode, always in first-person mode. I hoped it was gonna have a third-person mode, optional, but it doesn't, as far as I know. The combat is first-person shooter-ish, but you can also choose to go melee and just slash your way through any enemies. It is also very story and dialogue based game, so it's exploration, dialogue-y game with a little bit of shooting combat. But most of all, this is the sort of game where you have to just take it all in and try and imagine being in this world and learning about the places and the people and making your own decisions based on how your morale is. I'm very happy about this game so far. So that was my first impressions on the game. I would like to know how you feel about this game, if you have tried it already, or are you excited to get this game? Are you waiting for the Switch version perhaps? I couldn't wait with this one, so I wanted to have it on PlayStation 4. So, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, I want you to subscribe and follow my Twitter. Now hit the like button before you leave. And leave a comment. I'm curious to hear what you think about this game. I will see you later.